Monday shenanigans.
Welcome everyone to the last one for the season, or the year, I should say. Chantal and Rodine.
Hello.
And Rodine came up with a great topic because I was a little bit lost today about what to talk about. But we're going to talk about, does your practice change during the holidays? And I suppose this could be for any holidays, couldn't it really, Rodine?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we thought we'd talk about that. And then on my business Facebook page, obviously on this one, it just shows you, I think I'm at the end of the year. I'll be putting up sort of like Christmas tips, how to do things for yourself as well, just simple, easy things to remember, as well as your art. So it sort of can be part of that. So, Rodine, I've never really considered this question because I haven't been really doing art really more this year. So, and my partner and I don't celebrate Christmas for various reasons, family, years, but he also works. When he can, he does fire watching. So he protects the community. So he works most Christmas days, depending on his rosters. So for me, it's a usual. So, and also I want to say to people again about being inclusive, or how do we do this? I call it festive season. People say Christmas, people don't. It's whatever you
holidays, whatever.
Holidays.
Yeah. You know? Yeah. And there are a lot of people that don't necessarily celebrate this season, or they do it differently, right? Depending on where they've grown up and the traditions that they've grown up with. And I for myself, things have changed over the years. We don't have a lot of family around. It seems as grandparents pass away, right? Grandparents, great-grandparents, there was always that hustle and bustle around the Christmas season. And we do celebrate Christmas, but we don't seem to have that anymore, right? No. So now it really is just spending time with my son or my son-in-law and my daughter and my grandbabies. And it's so low key for us now, which is actually kind of nice. I mean, part of me misses the hustle and bustle, and but it's kind of nice to not have those kinds of expectations. So
no, I agree with you. And I think also, I wonder if it's generational, because mum 95, she no longer has any clue that it's Christmas, even though she's present. She doesn't understand it. So it's the first year when, this is where I realized her memory's gone. Oh, darling, I haven't organized Christmas presents for any of you. This year she didn't do that. So I know that because it's not fully dementia. It's bizarre. It's not there. Whereas mum, because of her family and grannies, that generation was always about family and extended family. And as you said, big things didn't necessarily already mean Christmas presents, because my grandma would be, what, if she was alive, 130 years ago. So it was very different. To now. But I agree with you. And I'm wondering also, there's a lot more divorces nowadays. More people live in different countries and different states around the world. So I think that's all as well.
I think that has impacted families, period, regardless, right? Not just for the holiday season. Growing up, I grew up in a small town, and my grandparents and a lot of my grandfather's family, they lived on the same street just outside of Gimli, right? I mean, it was when they came and settled, everybody got homesteads close by so that they could be helping each other out. I mean, because they were homesteaders, right? When you come to a new country and you have to be building homes, et cetera, the landscape looks very, very different. So there was that tight-knit community piece that we don't have now, because, my brothers are in BC, my mom is in BC, my daughter lives, an hour away even, and everybody's just dispersed. So,
and anyone who's watching, share what you do for Christmas, because I know I did it a few years ago on Facebook, because I've got 3. I've got Australian, English, well, they're fairly similar, French and Swiss traditions. And even though it's all Christian, but there was differences in that. So share what your you know, because a lot of people don't do it religiously anymore. See, I suppose I never had children. Unfortunately, my partner's children don't talk to us. We don't see the grandees. So for me, I know my partner and I've also made a decision. We don't give each other gifts for Christmas. It's only birthdays. So coming back to the art aspect, from now on, and I did it particularly last year, I don't want more gifts, because you get to that point where you don't want more things. I just ask people to contribute to my art, you know, or contribute money, so then I can go buy what I like. So we do it that way. So my birthday's today in 3 weeks. So, you know, mine's right, you know, my brother's is today. So mum somehow and dad worked this out, you know. You know, so you don't sort of want to think about that too much. But so, you know, for us, Christmas is always sort of like, his before, I've always seen his as before, at least no one's partied yet, or only just started, whereas mine afterwards, everyone's, oh my God, not another party. So when I do my big one, birthday celebrations, I always do it like a bit later down the track.
Just to avoid the holiday, the holiday hangover, right?
That's exactly, oh God, not another one. So yes, so, you know, and I look back as well, and I suppose it's like traditions, like, as you said, coming back, how do you keep your art practice up? What do you do? Do you put it on hold? Do you do art in a different way? Because like we've said, creativity, I mean, my mum, mind you, my late sister-in-law too, loved creating the table and the trees. You know, in Switzerland, we had actual Christmas tree, pine tree, and over there it was more, we had candles. You know, and it was more white and red with gold. So it was very different, you know, whereas here we have a lot more color and baubles, or like colored baubles, not just the traditional ones, you know, things like that. In Switzerland and France, no way do you have a Christmas cake, but you have the bouche, you know, the Christmas version, you know. So, no, we have mince pies in, you know, England. Sorry. Do you have them in Canada? Christmas pies? Mince pie, you know, those Christmas.
Mincemeat is not. My mom makes them. She loves them. Mincemeat, I actually don't mind them. Mincemeat is not necessarily a Canadian thing. That definitely is more of a European thing that has been brought over. So if that was a tradition in the country that you originated from, when you come here, you bring those traditions. Can you see Pam's comments? Because
no, I can't see anything at the moment. So it's Pam, because I wondered if someone was commenting. Okay, here we are. Okay.
Oh, you got them?
Thank you. Yeah, I've just got them now. Yes, hi Pam, finally found you. Don't know what you're doing. I like that, watching Christmas movies. Now that's another thing. A good point, Pam. What Christmas movies do people like? You know, so again, this is what, you know, Christmas movies. For me, I love reading. It's sort of like, and when I was doing massage those years ago, I loved actually giving clients massage with Christmas and New Year. Somehow everyone came a lot more relaxed. I felt relaxed. In fact, I really enjoyed working with clients then. So just come, we'd have a nice chat. It was just, you know, with those few added pounds because we're just eating a bit too much, you know. I love decorating for Christmas. So what colors would you, mince pies, oh, you don't like them? Now, isn't that interesting? See, my father didn't really like them, being French, you know, but in Switzerland, we had very special biscuits they would make, Zimtstern, which is like a cinnamon star and those sort of things. So we had that. And see, I don't like Christmas cake, but I like the French version. Switzerland, we didn't have a cake as such. But we also did this. So this is interesting, beginning of Advent on the 6th of December, Samichlaus, that's what we said in Switzerland, Father Christmas would turn up and put on the doorstep. So that was to celebrate the start of and the honor of, and I forgot to look up the tradition, but we'd get one of those Christmas socks. And it was filled with nuts and the Swiss chocolates, yes, and mandarins,
and oranges,
and and then the Swiss biscuits, you know, Christmas biscuits. So that's what we would have.
See, and my mom's side is Icelandic, or my dad's side is Icelandic. My mom's side is Austrian, and my mom's side was quite dominant. So yes, we did when Saint Nicholas came, which I'm sure is probably on the same day, right?
Yeah.
And so, yes, we had to, you know, clean the house and clean our rooms. And put our boots by the back door.
Yes.
And if you were good, you got chocolate and nuts and an orange.
That's it.
And if you were bad, you got a lump of coal.
Oh, no, we didn't have that. Oh, wow. That's interesting,
Yes.
isn't it? Wow.
I think one year I did get coal. They were barbecue briquettes, but I did get coal. Oh, and a spanking stick.
Oh.
Hey, Nicholas would put a spanking stick in your boot for your parents to use.
Oh, really? Oh, no, we didn't have that in Switzerland. We did not have that. But, and Pam just says here she loves watching a range of things. Oh, as she said, for real. She loves watching horror to the romantic. So there's a whole scape there. And yes, for real, coal. Wow, I agree with you, Pam. I just find that quite,
Yes.
mind-blowing. But anyhow, that's just, but when we lived in Switzerland, most people live in apartments. And so we were on the second floor. So we'd come from Australia. It was hot summer, because obviously summer for us here versus winter there. And I think we were really worried, how would Father Christmas come to us on the second floor? How did he get up the stairs? Sometimes we'd have a bike, or where would we put on the balcony? He wouldn't come down the chimney. And all these things are important. And then suddenly things were there. So where did we leave out? We always leave out our little Christmas list, with a little glass of port or something,
Oh, port. Oh, nice.
Yes, and some biscuits. And yeah, exactly. So, and it was always empty the next day. Oh, Father Christmas must be having a ball.
I bet. Yeah, port.
Yeah. Yeah,
just
port,
to,
or
just
something
to warm the toes,
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So when I came back to Australia, of course, I still associate Christmas with winter. That will never change. So here, we have Father Christmas surfing on the waves, and we have, instead of reindeers, we have kangaroos, and things like that. Father Christmas saying, I'm on strike. He's on a beach chair, not wanting to go anywhere. Kurt Russell. Yes, they do, don't they? Pam saying, have a nice magical way he got in and out of your house. Yes. Okay, nice. Yeah, to get in. It is, isn't it? So, and I know when my partner lived in Scotland with his and the children, he wondered how would he do it, and they had a lot of snow, and they were in a house. So he would get up and somehow create skis. So the kids would go out in the morning and see these Father Christmas did come down, the roof, and things like that. So, when I talk about it, this is where having children, or even like grandchildren, you could have fun with that, fun with that. But we've gone quite off topic about our art, haven't we? But this is all part of
talking about the traditions of.
Pam just got to see a new toy for doing my craft today. It's a new hot glue gun. Oh, wow. Ooh, tell us more about that, Pam. I'm loving these ideas.
Pam has been making the coolest ornaments and stuff. She does an ornament exchange.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they all make ornaments, and then they ship them off to whoever signed up. And so she's been getting these parcels of these cool ornaments, and the ones that she has made are so neat.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Actually, it's interesting you say that. One year when we did have contact with my partner's, his little, oh my God, I said to my partner, that's it, you're second best now. This was his blood. But because I thought, I've never, as you know, but what they were doing here locally was they had a stall in our, in the big shopping centre, where you could create a Christmas bauble with the person's or child's name on it. And what someone suggested that she had done was each year for a few years, you give a different, that they have a collection of these Christmas baubles. Well, he got one. At least he got that.
Oh, nice.
She did 2 ornament swaps this year. So, yeah. So let's come back to looking at what can we do around Christmas. Oh, I've just lost you. Say that again.
Oh,
there you go. I just didn't hear your voice.
Back?
I wasn't, yeah, you're back. I wasn't sure if you were trying to say something on it. So we've got some ideas, even if you can't always create art, as in sit down and literally get your art out. I've been doing a while ago, so you're not realizing, you can be creative in a different way. Like, how do you set your table?
Yeah.
Can you put something on your table or on your Christmas tree, something that you love and want? It could be something, a treasure, something your grandmother or aunt or someone special gave you. It could be something really traditional. So again, let us know what's something that you love for yourself. Because often well, I'm going to say this as a non-mother, but as a woman, we are give for everyone else. So when those leading up to it, even after, and this is also for you, can you put something in there for yourself? So what would you put?
What do I do? Well, I get more candles. I actually love setting a beautiful table. And so does my mom. And my mom does a gorgeous job for all dinners. Like when she's entertaining, she is an extraordinary entertainer, right? Everything is just so well done. And so, I mean, that's a part of what I love to do too. So my art does show up in my table, and the colors that I choose, and the candles, and the placement of things. And so I do get really creative with that. And depending on who I'm entertaining for or having over, I will get quite creative with the food too, right? So
yes.
But I have 2 weeks off at Christmas. So for me though, my art practice, actually I get to kind of settle in and sink into just being able to do art. So if I want to paint until 2 a.m. and sleep in the next day, it's okay. So I get a little of both. I get a little more of my art practice regularly because I have the freedom of time. But
yes, and I think that is a good point. Time is of essence, and that's why, as you said, it's doing those little things. Like, what colors do you put on your table? See, for me, my sister-in-law, if I remember rightly, because I got so long ago, I personally love the green, gold, red with white. That's what I love.
oh,
I
love red and gold. So I have red and gold dishes. But I also used to love the cobalt blue, that royal blue, that rich, beautiful cobalt glass.
Yes.
I have dishes that are cobalt and white. So it would depend, cobalt white with usually gold or silver, or the red and white and gold.
Love it. And I love here, Pam said used to decorate like crazy. Isn't that interesting? And I love it. All sorts of ornaments, many handmade. See, I love that because we did more handmade stuff for Easter. We did Easter eggs. In Europe, you did a lot more, boiled egg and then colored Easter eggs. So we did more that. And love showing off the things my daughter created when she was little. Yeah, see, I would do that too. I love that. And I also used to love the idea of having, apart from getting it San Nicolaus Tag, we'd have, your Christmas stocking with little bits in it, enjoyed that. Now that I've just become a great auntie, she's just 2 months old, I'm looking forward in the next few years of, being able to perhaps be part of their her Christmas as well, or even birthday, and do little things, things like that, and create with her, because I used to do quite a lot with my niece when she was young, be creative, so as Pam said, she's never done a thematic or color scheme, just all range of colors, and I think there's a beauty in that too. I think it's you just go with what now. The other thing I was thinking, I wrote about in these is like, make sure you drink lots of water, put on your own favorite carols. So what carols do you love? Dance to them when you're cooking and put them up loud, or do things like that. Perhaps get the family involved. You each choose one. I quite like Michael Bublé's ones. I love Silent Night's my favorite. Not easy to dance to, but I love that. I suppose I could just do a nice sort of little, so again, just put on your favorite music. What do you love? I mean, my partner loves Elvis, so we've got Elvis.
Oh, nice. The classic. Yes.
So, so it's, what can you do? Make sure you look after your skin, because we are going to eat a lot more at this time of year and potentially drink more, So make sure you really do cleanse your skin, each night, no matter how tired you are, make sure it's nicely, hydrated. So again, plenty of water, and then just enjoy. Just enjoy.
Yeah. And do a few extra trips up and down the stairs if you have stairs, right? Like,
that's right.
Just to still get that movement in.
Yes, that's exactly right. Do movement. So, there are all those little things. And then if you are feeling overwhelmed or suddenly just went, it's all too much, even if you're cooking, or it's not when it's right at an important point, or just pause, stop, breath, pause. That's all you need to do. And that brings you back. They often say take 3, 7, 10 breaths. Just stand there. You might even like to close your eyes, draw your energies in, and just breathe in, breathe out, and even sigh. And then just really allow your body to relax. The other one is when you are tense, is deliberately tense up, relax. Tense up, relax. Screw your face up, relax. And that helps you get out of that too. Oh, I love it. Pam's daughter would start singing Christmas carols 3 months before and 3 months after. And I love them because of that. I love it. I think that's gorgeous, Mind having said that, Pam, I love it. Your daughter's doing it, but sometimes when you go into the shops, when it's 6 months before and then 6 months. But now I don't know about in Canada or America or anywhere.
No,
we now get Easter buns, right after Christmas, Well,
I know Halloween stuff is still on shelves and they're bringing in Christmas stuff. It's like, we're not there yet.
Well, that's right.
It's only end of October. Like, stop. Right.
That's right. And for me, and so it's like it's become so commercial now. Even though I'm not religious, I still believe for me to be able to celebrate that, it's become so commercial, materialistic. So just listening on the child singing, yes, I agree with you. Oh, and Pam, it made me think I met my little grandniece on Thursday, and she's just starting to smile and just make sounds. And my niece told me just how to make sounds back. Oh my God, we had the best conversation, Pam. I loved it. I have no idea what she was trying to say to me, but it didn't matter. We had a connection.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful. Yes, that's right. Valentine's Day as well. See, all these things now blend, and there's no break from it. And we were listening on the radio the other day because Willem and I, or my partner and I, supported the hospital where I volunteer had 2 boxes, one for food that's non-perishable and one for Christmas gifts. And so we did a bit of both because there's families who obviously don't have the money. But we felt sad because there's the food part, but the presents, there's so much emphasis now on gifts that children, that's an expectation now. So when you're struggling with money, with particularly our costs of living are so high now, and do you give presents or do you give food or do you whatever? So I think it's a real for me, this is the pressure now, Yeah,
there is.
And
I when my daughter was really young, I was going to university. I was a single mom, always had been. So there was no divorce and no child support, no nothing. But I was going to university, and there were many, many times during that time that I would have to use a food bank. And so receiving social assistance, they would put your name in and you would get like a Christmas hamper, right? So it would have a turkey and it had all these things. And I remember one year they came and delivered it, and Rain, my daughter, was like, oh, there are secret Santas, Mommy. Look what they brought us. And she was just so excited with the food, right? Because, they include cookies, which she never had, but that was because I was one of those moms, no crap in the house. But she thought that was our secret Santa, and she thought it was just the most magical thing that they came and brought us a box of food, and there were cookies. That for her made her Christmas, right?
And again, and this is what it's all about, because like you, Mum, we didn't have nasties in our house either. So Mum was mortified when I first went to school at a Catholic school run by nuns, and they gave me sweets. Mum was absolutely, Yes, and I think it's coming back to, again, Pam saying, I remember that too. And also she was saying, little children have their own language, don't they ever? It's just beautiful. And I'm learning how, it was just beautiful. I just sat there and I could just, it was just magical for me, absolutely magical. Because I could hold her in a heart like I did my niece when she was young. And, it was just beautiful. But coming back to, like you said, we forget it's those small things, like those cookies, like the food. It's that is important, not the size. Because again, children, the bigger the present seems better, where they don't understand financial value. That perhaps in this package is something really amazing versus this. So it's that pressure, and pressure on families. And if you do live in an unpleasant environment like we did, it escalates. And so a lot of the family dramas come out in that. So it's how in that case can you, again, coming back to what we said, do something nice for yourself when around you, because there's going to be positive chaos and there's going to be negative chaos. What can you do for you? Pause and breathe. Put that one little thing up that's meaningful for you. Like candles. Have you got a favorite perfume or essential oil? Can you just go out, if you live, step out of the garden, or just do something for you?
Build in those moments, because when we are that busy, it really is just those moments, right? That we can kind of squeeze in for ourselves and just.
Yeah. And enjoy a cup of tea. Just sit down and go, okay, just this is my time.
It'll all get done.
It will all get done. And it's believing that, it's trusting that, and delegate things. This is often what we don't do, because it's easy to do it ourselves, quicker. People balk up, kids balk up. Delegate little things, because also there's an expectation of having everything perfect. Oh, that's exactly right. Pam saying this. I love it. Kids play with the box and abandon the gift a lot of the times. The box isn't just a box. It can be a rocket ship. I love that. Yeah, exactly. It's not quite like that. And then the cat takes over if you've got one, Pam. Or anyone has one. The cat loves the box. So it is that. And it's the thrill, I suppose, of ripping off the paper and things like that. So coming back to the hot cuppa, just make sure when you have the hot cuppa, have it hot. Sit down for 5 minutes. Just, and even if you've got family around, just saying, Mum, just say, excuse me, 5 minutes for myself. And, I think my mother did this in the apartment. Lock yourself in the toilet for a few moments.
I was just going to say that. Just go lock yourself in the bathroom.
That's right.
Go to the bathroom, take your tea, sit down, and just,
it's okay. I can do this. So anyone else got any more ideas as we sort of come to the end of this one? Oh my God, I've loved our time together over the last few months. I'm looking forward to next year as well. It's been so good. And thank you for those who join us regularly, and Pam for all your lovely input. I've really appreciated that.
It's been a good run. It's been a good year.
It has, hasn't it? It has ended on a high. So everyone enjoy Christmas or festive season or holidays. And we'll be back on the 15th. Because as I said, the 8th is my birthday. So it'll be in a month's time. Yeah, I'm glad you did too. Yeah, welcome. So if anyone got topics you'd like us to consider over that time, let us know. But I think most probably on the 15th, we'll do something around, because I like to find a word for the year. I used to think that was so twee. Like, let's look at what ideas, like I don't particularly like goals as much. I'm learning to get my head set intention. So we might do something around that with your art, what you want to do for the year and how that can translate into your life. So we might do that, something like that on the first one. How does that
sounds good to me.
Sounds good. So if anyone wants to join us,
big audacious goals.
Hairy goal, that's right. Big audacious hairy goal.
The big hairy goals.
Yeah, what was his name who did that? I can't remember now.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Big.
Oh my God, big hairy. That's right. You have your big hairy audacious goal. That's right. And then we can just look, let's share that, and we'll give you perhaps some ideas of how we are going to do that. Because my big one is, I'm looking like I might be starting a podcast with someone. God, I can't believe I'm actually doing this. So anyhow, that's a potential. So, again, I'll be looking at how am I going to bring that to life next year with my art. So have a wonderful time, Rodine. Everyone,
Thank you. You too.
watchers.
Everybody have a fabulous, whatever it is you celebrate or don't celebrate right now, but it's always worth celebrating just love and connection, and always celebrating art. So
that's exactly right. That's the first year
there you
I'm
go.
going to be doing that. That's right. There you go. Thanks everyone for your loyalty and being with us. And thank you, Rodine. See you all next year.
Thank you, Chantal. Bye.
Bye.